Hey everyone, welcome to your daily news update. Quick, clear, and straight to the point. We have got top stories from 10th of August lined up just for you. So plug in your earphones, grab your chai, and let's get started. Global news. International outrage after killing of Al Jazeera journalist. A targeted Israeli strike in Gaza killed journalist Anas al-Sharif and colleagues, prompting widespread global condemnation and raising concerns about press freedom in conflict zones. Global prayer for peace and reunification held for Korean Peninsula. Organized by the World Council of Churches (WCC), the event saw solidarity from participants worldwide advocating for reconciliation and peace on the divided peninsula. France halts 4 nuclear reactors over jellyfish swarms. Unexpected closures occurred due to marine life interfering with cooling systems, illustrating the vulnerability of energy infrastructure to ecological changes. Bitcoin soars past $122,000 amid eased US regulations. Cryptocurrency markets surged as institutional investment and relaxed federation guidelines in US boosted confidence in digital assets. UK's Financial Conduct Authority (FCA) warns of car loan fraud. The regulator highlighted risks in a compensation scheme for mis-sold auto loans, cautioning consumers about potential scams. Marks and Spencer Click and Collect reopens post-cyber attack. The retail chain resumed operations after recovering from a cyber incident, elevating supply disruptions and restoring customer service. Nvidia and AMD to share 15% of China-related AI chip sales with US government. The major chip makers agreed to revenue sharing as part of compliance with sensitive export regulations, marking novel corporate-state collaboration. Morgan Stanley plans $9.4 billion rights issue after US offshore setbacks. In response to strategic challenges in American offshore energy markets, the company is raising capital via a significant rights offering. Mercedes CEO warns EU 2035 CO2 car ban risks auto industry shock. The executive cautioned that abrupt regulatory changes could destabilize the European auto sector and supply chains globally. Diversified Energy posts 73% revenue growth and doubles Q2 profit. The US-based company reported strong financial performance, signaling resilience amid shifting energy markets. India's planned bilateral white ball cricket series in Bangladesh, scheduled for August 2025, has been postponed to September 2026. Abhishek Sharma reaches world number 1 rankings in T20Is, continuing his meteoric race, and the Indian cricketer achieved the top spot in 2020 international rankings, becoming the youngest Indian to do so. National news from India. Delhi High Court orders transfer of all stray dogs to shelters. The Supreme Court directed relocation within 8 weeks, citing rising dog bite and rabies risks, and warned against obstruction with legal penalties. Opposition protests electoral roll revision in Bihar. Resistance mounts against Election Commission's update of voter lists, with claims of rushed and unfair modifications affecting voter rights. India condemns Pakistan Army Chief's nuclear-related remarks as saber-rattling. Authorities denounced the comments as reckless, warning such rhetoric hampers regional stability and escalating tensions. India continues US trade talks despite 50% tariff hike. Even after the US raised import duties on Indian goods, New Delhi remains engaged in negotiations to manage escalating trade friction. Zoomcar to announce Q1 FY 2025 and 2026 earnings. The Bengaluru-based car rental company Zoomcar Holdings Incorporation prepares to present financial results highlighting recent growth strategies. A photo roundup captured scenes from around the world, including European wildfires, Gaza funerals, and the World Elephant Day art in India. Business sentiment cautiously optimistic amid US inflation concerns. Market indicators show moderate movement with flat Wall Street openings and focus shifting to key US inflation data. Breast cancer remains major global threat, with an estimated 670,000 deaths in 2022. Nearly half of cases occur among women with no identifiable risk factors, underscoring need for research. Press freedom spotlighted post-journalist killing. Shock over the Gaza strike that killed Anas al-Sharif sparked calls for greater protection of media personnel in conflict zones. KLW World News expands independent journalism infrastructure. The media outlet launched a new global network for unbiased reporting, offering live streams and updates to members worldwide. FCA's fraud warning resonates among Indian consumers. The UK regulator's advisory on car loan compensation fraud reaches Indian investors, relying on cross-border financial products. France's nuclear shutdown highlights global power vulnerabilities. Closure due to jellyfish swarms becomes a cautionary tale for India's energy planning amid ecological risks. News from Telangana. TSMC final phase seat allotment released. Telangana State Engineering, Agriculture and Medical Common Entrance Test Round 3 counselling results are now live at the official website. Zomato delivery agent narrowly escapes open drain accident in Hyderabad. Heavy rains led to an exposed drain, causing a near-fatal accident involving a delivery worker in the city. Telangana mock civil defense drill conducted in Hyderabad. As a part of Operation Abhyas, emergency services simulated air raid scenarios involving sirens and cross-department response across outer ring road areas. Local photo features city Indian art for World Elephant Day. Telangana artists contributed to a photo series featuring elephants in cultural art as part of global awareness and elephant conservation. Regional business news highlights energy trends. Regional delegates discussed impacts of EU car emissions ban and global chip supply issues in Telangana's auto and IT sectors. Independent World News Network KLW expands reach in Telangana. KLW's initiative promises uncensored local coverage alongside global streams, aiming to bolster journalistic independence in the state. Tariff hikes effect discussed in Telangana trade circles. Local trade associations held forums to dissect implications of US tariffs on the state exports, especially textiles and IT. Health awareness of breast cancer risk acknowledgement in state campaigns. Telangana Health Departments referenced WHO data in planning statewide screening initiatives highlighting silent risk among women. News from Hyderabad. Civil defense exercise drills near Secunderabad and Golconda Fort. Hyderabad's emergency units tested air raid readiness through siren rounds and inter-department coordination across city landmarks. Independent media network KLW also extends Hyderabad coverage. And that's a wrap on today's headlines. If you enjoyed the update on the go, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It really helps us keep the news coming your way. Thanks for tuning in, and do let us know if you have any stories you'd like to hear in the form of an audiobook. See you tomorrow with more stories that matter. Take care.